Hello students. Previous lecture we already studied the development of male gametophyte, development of female gametophyte, uh, types of pollination, pollinating agent. We already studied. Today's lecture we will study the pollen pistil interaction. What is by pollen? That is pollen grain, and pistil, this is carpel, and both having interaction. It is called as pollen pistil interaction. Then it is the interaction of pollen grain with stigma, which begins with pollination and ends with fertilization. All events from the deposition of pollen grain on stigma to the entry of pollen tube in the ovule are referred as pollen pistil interaction. The pistil has the ability to recognize and accept the right or compatible pollen of the same species. Compatibility and incompatibility of the pollen pistil is determined by special proteins. Okay, this process involves pollen recognition followed by promotion and inhibition of pollen. A physiological mechanism operates to ensure that only intraspecific pollen germinates successfully. The compatible pollen absorb water and nutrients from the surface of stigma, germinates and produces pollen tube. The stigmatic surface provides the essential requirements for a successful germination, which are absent in pollen. The pollen tube enters in the ovule and reaches to the embryo sac through synergids and rupture the releases the content. Due to pollen pistil interaction, intense competition develops even in the compatible pollen grains. Pollen grains can also be induced to germinate in a synthetic medium, while the sucrose induces pollen germination, while addition of boric acid facilitate and accelerate the pollen germination. This is done by artificially. This is pollen pistil interaction. The pistil has or pollen pistil interaction is a dynamic process in which the pistil has capacity or ability to recognize the pollen grain is right type or wrong type. So it is dynamic process in the nature. Okay, now next bit is artificial hybridization. It is one of the major approach used in the crop improvement. Only the desired pollen grains are hand pollinated and used by fertilization. This is accomplished through emasculation, bagging process. Then what is by emasculation? Emasculation means removal of anther before anthesis in bisexual flower. In bisexual flower, male and female parts are present, that is androecium and gynoecium is present. So to avoid cross pollination, to avoid self pollination, the pollen grains or anthers are removed before anthesis, that is pollen grain formation. And now this flower is bagged by a polythene bag. This process is known as bagging process. This is done in artificial processes or artificial hybridization. Okay, now next bit is double fertilization. Then double fertilization, in which first we will see fertilization. What is meant by fertilization? The process of fusion of male gamete, that is haploid male gamete denoted by N, with the female gamete which is also haploid denoted by N, to form diploid zygote, that is twice N condition, is known as fertilization. That is fusion of male and female gamete to form diploid zygote is known as fertilization. The male gamete and female gamete is known as gametophytic phase, while the diploid zygote, that is which produces sporophytic conditions. Okay, Now, double fertilization. In angiosperms, fertilization takes place at two different places. That is, one male gamete fuses with the egg and other male gamete fuses with secondary nucleus. Thus, both male gametes participated in fertilization. So, it is called as double fertilization. It is complex mechanism and it is characteristics of angiospermic plants, that is flowering plants. It was discovered by S.G. Navashchin in 1898 in Lilium and Fritillaria species. Now, what is the process or how double fertilization takes place? We will see by explaining the figure. Okay, this is double fertilization figure. After pollination, how it is takes place? See here. After pollination, pollen grains deposited on stigma. This pollen grain germinate to form pollen tube on the stigma and pollen tube grows towards the ovule. It carries male gametophyte, that is two non-motile male gamete and one tube nucleus. This condition is known as male gametophyte. While the growth of pollen tube is guided by the chemical secreted by synergid which is present in embryo sac. Okay, usually pollen tube enters into the ovule through micropyle. It is termed as porogamy condition. Here figures are here. Pollen tube enters into the ovule through micropylar end or through opening of the ovule, that is micropylar end. This condition is known as porogamy. But in some cases, the pollen tube enters the ovule into the chalazal end. This condition is known as chalazogamy. While in some cases, the pollen tube enters the ovule by piercing the integument, known as mesogamy condition, but finally it penetrates the embryo sac of the ovule through its micropylar end. This condition is known as mesogamy, that is entry of pollen tube into the embryo sac or into the ovule is of three types, that is porogamy, chalazogamy or mesogamy. Pollen tube, now here pollen tube passes through the nucellus touched to the embryo sac. Meanwhile, the tube nucleus is disintegrated or degenerated. The pollen tube absorbs the moisture from the synergids, swell it and burst open and releasing two non-motile male gametes. As two non-motile male gametes are releases in the embryo sac, out of which one of the male gamete is fuses with egg to form diploid zygote. The process is called as syngamy, that is egg plus male gamete form twice N condition. The process is known as syngamy. While the second male gamete is fuses with secondary nucleus to form primary endosperm nucleus, that is PEN, and the process is called as triple fusion, secondary nucleus plus male gamete. Here condition is thrice N, so it is called as triple fusion. So that is developed into the triploid endosperm. Two non-motile male gametes are carried through the hollow pollen tube. This process is called as siphonogamy, while syngamy is the type of generative fertilization and triple fusion is the type of vegetative fertilization. This is the process of double fertilization. Here two male gametes are fuses at different places, one with egg and another with secondary nucleus. So fertilization takes place at twice. So this condition is known as double fertilization. Then what is the significance of this double fertilization? First one, it is unique feature of angiosperms. Second one, both male gametes are utilized. Syngamy, that is first fertilization, result in the formation of zygote, which later on develop into embryo. It helps to restore diploid nature of the plant body. The triploid pen, that is primary endosperm nucleus, develop into nutritive endosperm tissue. Double fertilization is also help to avoid polyembryony condition. It brings about recombination of characteristics which create variations in the offspring. So variations leads to the evolution. Okay, thank you.